Hi, welcome to Ocean Yumi's channel. Welcome to Ocean Yumi's channel. So as you can see, I'm talking about the thing with Christian Keys and Tyler Perry. Um, in the what you call it, the film industry or whatever, right? There's always been levels of people exposing other people. Now recently was P Diddy, all about what's been going on with him. But like I said, we already knew who he was because stories was already coming out about him. Now I looked into um, this story, and it appears that Tyler Perry's done this before. Uh, I think he's done this before. So what Christian is saying is not unusual, not different as well, because in the industry, they are known to do several things so that they can get on top, so that they can be number one. I don't even know if you can hear me. Let me check if you can hear me, because I know sometimes I'll be thinking I'm talking and I don't be saying that, and I don't be there. So let me just check. I don't even know how this is sounding because I'm doing it in a different position in the room. So so like I said, I'm gonna carry on talking till I come to the point. All right. So this has been going on in the industry for a long time, not just now. We're not like this is nothing new to what's going on in the community. Oh yeah, there we go. In the community. So um it doesn't matter who it is, what it is. To me, if a person is touched or in any way and they're not that way or whatever, that is very predatory. Now, like I said, this has happened before with Tyler Perry. Funny enough, because I looked it up, um, which is very interesting. So I'm gonna go find Christian Cruise's thing. I'm not gonna show his live because I think if you have seen it before, you've seen his live. So let me find it.
And he's the only beard in the bed. We ain't doing none of that. I don't get out like that. And these people kept on. I'm not telling on the mom. Kids. Many devices on me, keychains, pens, thumb drives with a charged battery that get 6, 7, 8 hours, all the above. So I have the conversations. I really want to air that shit out because it bothers me when I'm alone at night. Like, man,
I feel this has happened to him a few times.
And they don't even know.
He said he has to carry a few keychains with him for every single time.
This person moves, and the way that predators resent the prey that gets away. So when you don't say yes, when you don't say okay, I'll acquiesce and play ball. So we're not doing that. Resent you.
Hi, sorry. Um, yeah, this is gonna work. If this one doesn't work, I'll just do a reaction turn up somehow. But anyways, let's carry on.
Excuse my French, y'all. So I know some of y'all, hopefully y'all have no kids around, but I didn't sell nothing for success. It's like, nah, that's not what I want. You know, I ain't into that. I ain't into dudes. I got the only beard in the bed policy. Mine is the only beard in the bed. Yeah, we ain't doing none of that. I don't get out like that. And these people kept on for years. Sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And where I'm at now is that in the middle of the night, I think about if I'm brave enough to name the person. I'll take a polygraph live. I'll take 5 polygraphs live. And I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This person is a predator, and he's one of several. And it's a shame, man. But I think it's time.
Yeah, I think it's about time that everybody gets told who is who now.
I want to, and I know, P, I know you're on here. I want to say everything now. And I have proof. It's not like I'm just making false accusations. I intentionally let the statute of limitations expire. It's not about money, but I'm gonna have to take the receipts, the recordings down to the police department and let them hear this individual. I wasn't working for him in the month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me $100 grand to take my clothes off.
Oh,
He
wow.
said, I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked.
Oh, gosh.
I declined. Because again, scenic group, I got my integrity with me. I'll take the long way around. But being that I wasn't working with him and we were in my apartment, he had visited my apartment to offer me a job of this fall because the lead of this particular project was going to do something else, so he needed another lead. I recorded it because I didn't trust him, and I told him over and over, and he still always tried shit. Just tried shit. So if people don't believe me, they can hear him in his voice. I have always kept something on me. Always. Even if my phone is off. Something else is, if I'm around somebody that has tried to sexually harass me, pressure me, intimidate me into some nonsense, I've always kept something on me. So I
Hi,
can protect
Christine.
myself, because if they're that powerful and they feel that entitled, then they can also try to get in the way of your work. I want to speak on it. I also want to keep making great things and creating jobs and opportunities. But, oh no, I got backups for the backups for the backups for the backups. I've watched way too many Jason Bourne movies not to have 15 backups.
Are they going to try to pay you
I can
off,
press play
to
and
shut
you
you
can hear
up?
the person and you'll know immediately who the person is offering me $100 grand to strip. You'll know right away, and it'll break your heart. I won't have to say the person's name, but I can and I will. I don't mind doing a polygraph for 3 or 5 on live TV, and I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This industry is something else. It's wonderful, and we get to chase our dreams, and we get to live other lives. I get to be a judge or an FBI agent. I get to be
So I wonder what
girl
Shamar
dad.
did.
And some of the people that you think are your mentors are literally and figuratively just trying to fuck you.
Hmm.
I have documentation from the dealership for the car that they tried to buy as an apology for offering me $100,000 to strip. It's time. I really want to just clear the air because I'm tired. And then where I'm at now, if it still feels like that person is fucking with you just to fuck with you, just to mess with you. The industry can be wonderful. I'm grateful, be clear, that this person showed me how not to be. When I'm a boss, people get dabs and church hugs. The attractive women that work on even on my show.
Very disturbed.
Really soon. And I thank God that he made me the way that I am, because I know he sat back. And it needs to be told. Part is I'm gonna be painted as the villain when I was the one that was actually arrested for years. Harassed for years. And I'm gonna be painted as the villain because y'all have deified this person. And then if a person tells you over and over, first of all, in general, you have no right to touch anybody. None. Now, that's why I'm careful. Like when I do my shows and everything, it says church hugs. I put the veils on and I kiss people on the hair up here. Nothing sexual, nothing weird, nothing crazy. And I'm trusting that, the fans will receive that out of a place of love and connection. But you are not allowed to touch somebody without their permission.
That's true.
Not allowed to try to touch them in a sexual or private place without their permission. And if they've already declared, like, hey, bruh, I get that that's your thing, but I like black women and Hennessy. And so miss me with the bullshit, because I'm never going to be open to that. I'm never going to swing at that pitch. Like I'm batting for this team over here. God made ovaries and fallopian tubes and vagina, labia majora, labia minora, uterus. This is wonderful over here. So I'm going to stay over here, like, chill. And then this person still tries to grab you, physically grab you.
But Terry Crews went through the same thing.
Cassie speaking out has reminded me about not just me, because it was brutal going through it, because it lasted for years. But her speaking out
See, she caused
People need to
her
know. And
she caused her a ripple.
the funny thing is, predators like that, they resent the prey that got away. They resent the prey that got away. The prey that didn't fold. The prey that didn't acquiesce and say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this L and sacrifice my morals for this opportunity. Nah. That was around the time that I was considering going back to Michigan, 08, 09, because work was slow and the work that was coming was offered with a side of penis. And yeah, that don't do nothing for me. I'm batting for y'all team. So, yeah, at some point soon, I've spoken with my attorney trying to figure out how to deal with it. It's never been about money. I literally intentionally let the statute of limitations pass. It's not about money or being able to sue. But at some point, really soon, the police report is going to be filed, and I'll turn over the recordings of the inappropriate behaviors and the inappropriate offers, and I'll turn over the paperwork for the car that was bought as an apology for offering me $100,000 to take my clothes off.
Oh, wow.
And y'all can hear him. His voice is
So he's got recordings of it
very
as well.
distinctive.
That's strong
And
evidence.
I want to empty.
Allegedly.
I'm tired of carrying this shit. There's a reason now why I fight more than ever when somebody wrongs me, and why I almost too aggressively speak up is because I wasn't brave enough to then, and I regret not being able to be strong enough, and I resent that part of me that wasn't strong enough to speak up about it. It's taking everything in me not to air out everything and put all the recordings online, put all the paperwork and the PDFs online. There's no reason that this person's company would be on the bill of sale for a vehicle unless it's right after the timestamped recording of him offering me $100,000 to take my clothes off. He said, I don't have to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Like, you know, I'm not into that. I don't fuck around like that. I don't do that. What the fuck? What? Leave. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get out. I thought you were my brother and my friend. And this definitely has nothing to do with my brother who's in here. Be clear. I thought this person was a brother type figure, a mentor type figure. But for you to continuously throw these opportunities, you know good and damn well, all it ever was you pretending to be a mentor, trying to get some ass.
Oh, it's going in and out.
That'll never happen. I don't bat for that team.
If it's going in and out, I'm sorry. I might have to redo it again, but if it's not good, I'll delete it.
I'm so
and I'll
close to just
re-up
airing
again
everything
because
out, just dumping everything online in the morning. I'm tired, man.
Can you hear it?
I'm not forgiving myself. I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't brave enough back then because somebody said forgive yourself. KG, it's heavy. That go out and do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna pay off this, and I'm gonna pay off that, and I'm gonna pay off that. But at the same time, these same people are predators. I'm not blaming myself for saying no. I'm not blaming myself for almost quitting acting. I'm just mad at me for not being brave enough to say something sooner. That's the only thing that I regret. I wish I'd have been brave enough. I'm him now. I know who I am. I know who God built me to be. And I'm not afraid of those consequences. My concern is that a lot of y'all are going to be like, man. And your immediate reaction is going to be like, oh, well, we got to protect our deity. We got to protect it. It's going to have to happen. I'm interested to see which peers are mad at me because it may interfere with their work.
Hi, Christos.
But
it's a bit shaky because this is the area I'm sitting. It's not good.
A grown-ass man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bad, so I'm after a big party. Won't say what type, won't say where. I'm asleep. I'm gone because I'm 4-5 Hennessy's deep and not short Hennessy's either. And this dude tries to climb into bed with you. So you spaz out, push him out, like, what the fuck? Get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol.
He's done it before.
And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man. All right, I'm gone.
He must have used that on other people.
Way out, and he tries to grab your penis. He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the fuck you doing, man? What the fuck? Oh, my bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again.
Because he's done it before. That's what that tells me.
Now, at that point, my only way is not breaking multiple bones in this person's face. Like beating the dog shit out of this person, right? Because that's available to me at all times. That inner grizzly bear is always available, but in the moment, I'm like, what the fuck? But you got a guy that's a billionaire, and I got $3,000 in my bank account. Who they gonna believe? Right? I got that $3,000. That's my son's mom's rent for next month. Got to make sure little man's taken care of. That's my rent, and that's a little bit for the gas tank, and the rest of it I can go to the dollar store and get some bread and bologna and hot dogs and mustard, and I can get by. Work was slow, and a lot of the work that was coming it had penis attached to it. I'm like, fuck that, man. That's not what I want. That's not what I'm about to do.
But Dave Chappelle spoke about that too.
I regret not speaking up then, not being brave enough to, and I regret not hurting this person. Because I had a big heart. Mother had a big heart. Mother's heart was just big as Flint, Michigan. She was like a little yellow boy. You finna come and you gonna be a part of my family. And I always try to think about things, and not lash out, even though I wanted to. Even though I want to. I'm mad at me for not hitting him. I'm mad at me for not speaking up and saying something. Because between that year and now, how many young black actors have fell for that? How many of them, and you can hear him say it you can hear him on the conversations. You can hear him on the conversations. You can hear him say that he has several guys, multiple guys on payroll, 6 figures a year, that pop up and they do whatever he wants and they go back home. So they pop in, they grab their ankles, do whatever he wants. Like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to make it that bad. I want to be able to shave in the fucking morning without any grief or any regret or any shame waiting for me in the mirror. There's a trauma that comes with being bullied and intimidated and sexually harassed like that. And the bad part is when the truth comes out, a lot of y'all in here are going to be like, man, I don't believe it. And you can watch me on whatever news station. I'll take polygraphs live on TV. You can hear the recordings yourself. Person has a very distinctive voice when they offer me $100 grand to take my clothes off. Person has a very distinctive voice when they literally sexually assault me and try to grab my private parts, and I'm blocking their hand like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh, my bad, and tries to do it again. Some of these people are y'all heroes. Some of these people y'all have deified and set up on a stool, on a stoop. It's taking everything in me not to say. But I promise you this. I will promise you this. As an executive on the show, I'm grateful for this person for showing me how not to be. When you're boss, employees, take them into what you want. I am grateful for that lesson. I'm glad that God sat back, because not only was he to see, made me see me a lot of my bravery. I thank God that he just sat back and watched. Again, I let the statute of limitations run out. It's never been about money. My concern is that this person is still doing it, still a predator. And it's not okay. And I wish I was brave enough to speak up back then. I was worried that he would get in the way and try to interfere with my work and try to blackball me because he couldn't ball me. Again.
He before, like he said, he's done this. He's done this play on people before.
And I wish
I'm trying to show his face so you can see his expressions.
He would get in the way and try to interfere with my work and try to blackball me because he couldn't ball me. Pun intended. It's going to be a conversation had real soon. The beauty of non-disclosure agreements is that even if you do sign them, you can't speak about certain things, but confidentiality agreements don't, after speaking with several attorneys, they do not prohibit you. They can't prevent you from going to police departments and reporting.
So you had to bring it back
Sexual
because I'm not sure
and giving them your receipts,
how far back it
giving
is.
them your recordings, giving them your PDFs. If you're respectful of my boundaries, then I can have a drink with you and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend. I don't care. I don't have heaven to send you to when you leave here. That's God's job to judge you. But what we not gonna do, we're not gonna try to force. Nah, man. It's taking everything in me not to air that out. Everything. I've been carrying this with me for a decade and a half. More. I'm gonna get off of that subject. It's gonna be addressed, and it's gonna be addressed soon. And if anybody has a problem with me telling the truth about predators in this industry, then they are truly part of the problem. And
yeah, they are. Exactly.
So that way,
if they're in agreement with that, that shows who they are.
That are tied to this person or whatever. It's because they're selfish and they're worried about work. You can't treat people like that. And when I'm the boss, when I'm CEO, when I can make any TV show and film that I want, people are gonna be able to come work with me and know that they don't have to worry about bullshit. They don't have to worry about opportunities being tied to sexual favors. They won't have to worry about being sexually harassed and intimidated and bullied because they didn't acquiesce to the sexual harassment or the attempted sexual assault or any of that.
And he looks very, very, when someone's been thinking how to, hold on, let me stop. You know how someone's thinking how to deal with it? On his face, I can see all the worry in the world on it because he's obviously he's got to pay off a few things, and he knows the consequences when he tells the story, innit? So you can see on his expressions the worry on his face, right? Because I wanted to show the video of it really, but I thought, no, let me show it this way because then you can really see the worry on his face. When you take away all the back of where he's sitting, you can see on his face he's got worry on his face, and then he knows that people might take his side because of who he is, right? Being he is a millionaire or whatever, and everybody bows down to Tyler Perry. So yeah,
had that been a dude at a confidentiality agreement do not cover crime, father, and it needs to happen. Y'all gonna be disappointed in who it is because y'all been fooled for years.
Yeah, in his eyes, yeah, you see it in his eyes. Because I wasn't gonna show it, but I thought, no, I got to show his face.
So, yeah, exactly. You said it. No means no. If I got multiple friends in the industry that are LGBTQ+. I've had drinks with a castmate and his boyfriend. I don't give a fuck who they sleeping with. I don't give a flying fuck at a Rolling Donut who these people are sleeping with. How do you treat me as a human being? That's what matters to me. That'll be the only thing that affects how I treat you. If you're respectful of my boundaries, then I can have a drink with you and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend. I don't care. I don't have heaven to send you to when you leave here. That's God's job to judge you.
Yeah.
But what we not
Even
gonna
how
do,
he describes it.
yeah, we're not gonna try to force. Nah, man. It's taking.
So he has an
It's
MO.
taking
Certain young
everything
actors he goes after.
in me not to air that out.
Allegedly. So we have to say the allegedly stuff, yeah? Even though it's true.
Everything. I've been carrying this with me for a decade and a half.
So it's been going on for long.
More. I'm gonna get off of that subject. It's gonna be addressed, and it's gonna be addressed soon. And if anybody has a problem with me telling the truth about predators in this industry, then they are truly part of the problem. And I'll say that out front, so that way, when certain people who are worried about their work that are tied to this person or whatever, it's because they're selfish and they're worried about work. You can't treat people like that. And when I'm the boss, when I'm CEO, when
Yeah,
I can
he's
make
friends with
any TV
Oprah.
show and
Yes,
film
he's friends
that
with
I
Oprah
want,
Winfrey. Yeah,
people
for
are gonna be able
true.
to come work with me and know that they don't have to worry about bullshit. They don't have to worry about opportunities being tied to sexual favors. They won't have to worry about being sexually harassed and intimidated and bullied because they didn't acquiesce to the sexual harassment or the attempted sexual assault or any of that. They're going to be able to show up and work and create amazing and great stuff without that. I was on a show, and if I had done what this actress did, just switching lanes, if I had done what she did, I'd never work again and I'd be in jail. She used to come up and pat me on the jump, like pat my penis, like, ooh, okay, I see that print. And I checked her, I grabbed her hand right away, checked her, like, what the fuck are you doing? That ain't okay, I'll do that shit, I'm going to jail. What are you doing? She did it again.
Because
Grabbed
she's
her
done
hand,
that
like,
before.
stop, that shit ain't funny.
Mm.
We're preparing for a scene. She walks past, cups my equipment, and it's like, oh, you got some girth. When I tell you, had that been a punch them in the mouth, in that moment, I'd be in jail, I'd be canceled. Nah, it absolutely wasn't Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Please don't do that. That's my heart. I love her to the moon and back. She's a consummate professional. It was another project. It was a TV and film project, and she felt entitled to do that bullshit. Now, had I said something and she was higher than me on the call sheet, they would have just wrote me out. I'd have died. I told you, Miguel, they'd have wrote my character out and killed them all for whatever. And you're like, okay, boom, this is a series regular. I'm 1, 2, 3 on the call sheet. But that's not okay. It's not okay. Y'all wonder why I stay in my fucking dressing room while we on set. Because it's bullshit out there. And it's people that don't appreciate and aren't there to honor the opportunity that we have. They're just doing whatever they want to, whatever they feel entitled to.
Money talks
Imagine
and
a
shit
man
walks.
walking past a woman saying, tapping, saying, I see that print poking through. I'm going to jail that very day. But she can do it and continue to work in this industry. And if I report her to the female executives that were on that particular show, it's going to get swept under the rug because they had already told me, just Christian, just stand here and be pretty. Just stand here and look pretty. While I'm asking about certain things in the scene so I can make it make sense to me intellectually, just stand there and be pretty. So, of course, I can't trust. Pete, give me a minute. Chill
No,
out.
his
I'm
phone's
venting.
ringing. So it's stopping his live. The phone's ringing.
Of course, I can't trust them. Stand there and be pretty. That's that bullshit that men told women for decades. So why the entire fuck is that okay for you to say that to me when I'm asking you the history of a particular scene so I can make it make sense to me honestly here, so that way when the words exit my spirit, it's honest. A few people calling me right now because they're probably seeing this and they're wondering if I'm actually going to tip the can over, and I want to. I'll fuck them.
As he's talking, the live is sort of simultaneously stopping. So they're stopping him from talking and talking about what's happening in the industry, right? So he has to watch himself as well because he's talking out. And on top of that, obviously, right, the actors who are surrounding Tyler Perry, they're going to take sides as well. And, they're not going to understand what he's talking about because they'll probably say, oh, you're being silly, this, that, and the other. But like I said, I feel that Cassie with the lawsuit with Diddy has started a ripple effect because now I think we're going to be seeing, I think a lot of people is going to be coming out of the woodwork that has things happen to them and they're going to talk. He's just one of them right now. There's him and there might be others because before we was told about the industry and the sexual favors and stuff like that. I wish I could go into it more, but I can't because I don't want my daughter to come and interrupt me because right now I have to take a chance while she's out and quickly do this build on this because, like I said, remember when Terry Crews spoke out about being touched by, I think it was a film mogul or somebody, where they put his hand in his trousers and he was taken aback and he couldn't believe it. And Dave Chappelle also spoke about it. Yeah, there'll be others. There'll be others in that woodwork. I feel that's what happened. I feel that all this thing with P. Diddy, right? Because I haven't spoken about it. The reason I haven't spoken about it because others have covered it. Has started a ripple effect. So, like I said, as Alexander said, because Alexander, before this month started, he did say a lot of people's going to get exposed. And it is happening like that. When P. Diddy's right now, it's P. Diddy's turn right now. Then there'll be somebody else, because gradually things are coming out in the wash. So what they will say that conspiracy theorist was talking about and saying and industries has been known to pay people off, right? Coming from Michael Jackson onwards and others onwards, where people have said, and then they the victims, nothing comes out of it. Now, because that lady, Justice, with the lawsuit, I'm trying to find a person. who covered it as well. I'm trying to find him. Right. Because there is a lot going amongst the people, call them the elites. Hold on, let me see if I can see if this person, how he looked into it, because yeah, they don't want them to speak on it. Yeah, they don't want people to speak on it. Like I said, I just quickly jumped on because I wanted to do it, but as you can see, my Wi-Fi is a bit dodgy.
And when he said, hey, stop, I'm not into that, they did not stop. They kept pushing the issue. They kept trying to see. They kept on harassing him. Now, he did escape, but he says that he's always been ashamed of the fact that he did not speak up, that he did not do more. I'm going to play you a little bit about what he said, because what he said is powerful. You
got a guy that's billionaire, and I got
but anyway, yeah. But as you see, when he starts, he says he's a he's a billionaire, and I've only got this much amount of money, and this is for my child, and this is for the rent, right? So he's obviously has his priorities in order, and as we know, that billionaires tend to pay off victims. They pay them off, or somehow they get them out, or them from talking. And like I said, he may be, there may be more people that might come out and talk. There may be more people that might come out and talk. But like I said, I didn't cover P. Diddy. P. Diddy was a predator. When stuff came out about Usher, Cross Color, I think it was Criss Cross, certain ones. It's like, to me, when that thing busted out about P. Diddy, that was just confirmation of what everybody else has been talking about, and I never doubted it for a second, because there was always seemed to be evidence of something going on. And like, even though I can drag on the live and say whatever, but then at the end of the day, it's quite clear what happened. Christian was inappropriately approached, and he said, no, I'm not. Hi, Salma, I don't roll like that. Straight up, I don't roll like that, right? And then the person said, oh, sorry, because I was drunk, I'm drunk, you know. And so, like, you know, some people's actions, they will say, yeah, okay, he's blamed on the alcohol, but it's obvious that he's done it to many of the young actors. He's probably turned it into something else. And then the man feels away now, because whatever happened, he's not able to talk. But if Christian do take it further, I will say to Christian, take it further, because many victims don't take it further. Right? It could have gotten to an assault without him saying no. It could have gotten to that level, because we do know those things happen as well. Okay, so we're not going to brush it on the carpet, because men and women get raped. Okay, right? So when he talks about the woman doing what she's doing, because the woman feels that, how she ain't going to get touched. Yes, I could touch a man inappropriately, but like he said, if he turned around and touched a woman like that inappropriately, they would have taken him to jail a long time ago, right? And on his face alone, you can just see the worry on the man's face, where this has probably been going on long, like Christine says, it's been going on long, and he's finally got the bottle now. Maybe this time he said, no, I'm not having this, I'm going to talk about it. Because that's what I'm reading from his actions. Childhood therapy, that's what I'm reading from the actions and what is coming out of his mouth. Okay, and I'm not saying I'm the greatest expert of body language or what. I'm just going by what he's saying out of his mouth and how he's expressing it. If it was a female coming on to a female like that, I think the female will feel the same, because we know in the industry as well, not only do the males have to do certain stuff so they can get bigger, the females have to do certain stuff so that they can get bigger. Little Kim, I don't know about Queen Latifah, I don't know, but I can't remember all their names from the 90s, but I know that a few of them always talk about the parties, they talk about this, that, and the other. Remember, Usher went to P. Diddy one time, and I don't know what came out, but they were said that something did happen with P. Diddy and Usher. So the fact, but like I said, I feel that Christian was like, no, this is enough. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to expose this man for who he is, right? And I don't care right now. That's why he said he made sure he had recorded every time he came to him. He'll make sure that he record, and he said that how he's backed up everything. So, you know what I'm saying? Then as he's talking, the live is getting paused every minute. The line's getting paused, so he's not answering the phone, because as he's talking, maybe the other actors is ringing him and saying, oh my gosh, you're talking crazy, because they probably know who it is. They've probably seen the person do this to a couple other people. Okay, but I'm not going to be on for long. My Wi-Fi's been dipping out and dipping in and dipping out and dipping, and I don't want to waffle and repeat myself, because I know I tend to repeat myself a lot. The matter of the fact is, the man he has bravely come out and spoken. So this is a sign to any other victim of this man to talk. That's what I feel it is. 95% of all musicians and artists swim like fish. So basically, I'm going to leave it right here, because I had to talk about it, and I had to take the opportunity while the younger is out. I'm going to take the opportunity, so let me do it now. I was really meant to do Dr. Amira, but I don't know what's going on there. So, like this now. What he's done now, Cassie's opened a can of worms now. That's a Pandora box that's open now, because everybody who's been through something is going to come out of the woodwork. We're going to sit down and listen. I'm going to listen to a lot of breakdowns on it too, because to me, the industry has a lot to answer for. The way how males are seen, etc., etc. Dave Chappelle always talked about what they will make the males put on dresses and do female roles, even though it is normal for them to do female roles, etc. They used to do it in Shakespeare, but it's how it's done. They take away their masculinity. This country is completely obsessed with sex. It's disgusting how rich link up with the wickedness and the sickness. Yeah. But I always remember that Dave Chappelle, when he always gave that explanation of wearing the dress. And I remember when people were saying that how Medea was an outtake of the higher person in the family. So basically, right, he's making a mockery of the higher person in the the patriarch or the matriarch in the family, because they said that how the way how the way how he's done, it's more like it's against the community. It's not helping the community. It's against the community. Because even when I watch Good Deeds, there's this, and the guy approaches the bed to take the child, and what he says, even I was like shocked. I think I never got over that scene, and I was thinking, damn. But it was just weird, because weird how it shows how you don't know somebody and they can pay, they can look after you and all this stuff, and it's that easy. So I feel when Tyler Perry's writing, sometimes he writes about how he looks at things, you know what I'm saying? So that was one example that I did capture. But then when I heard that how he was abused as well, I literally tried to watch something on Prime with him talking about what he does, and I couldn't watch it. And it's not because of the stories about him I heard. I just couldn't watch it. So it's interesting that this has bust out now. Pardon me. That this has bust out now. So, like I said, I'm not going to go on and drag it on. I'm actually going to leave it up there, because I've got to take out the blank bits of the video. I want to take that bit out. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of predators in the industry. I'm sure we're going to see more or hear about more of them gradually, little by little. Seems like everything is showing. The ugly faces is coming forward. The hidden ones is coming forward. So, yeah. So I'm basically going to leave it there. So please like and subscribe to the video, and also leave a comment. Sorry about the dips in and out, but I'm going to deal with that anyway. So thank you for coming through, Chrissy, Christos. So Hood Therapy. Okay. So it's definitely have to watch and see if a lawsuit comes out on this one. If he is serious as he sounded there, if they don't shut him up, well, and he does get a lawsuit, because he looks very worried. Because he doesn't want to be blackballed as an actor. He wants to work. And it's normal for a person to work. Yes, it is sad. His therapy. Our children do not stand a chance in this wicked world. When politicians signing LGBTQ into the law. Yeah, I think that's Andrew Holness you're talking, isn't it? So yeah. So I'm not going to stay on here long. I'm going to go before my young one comes and interrupts, and then I have to go and come off. All right, so I'm not going to put up no articles or nothing. I think that speaks for itself. I think the articles are probably going to say the same thing that he said already. But like I said, he has done this before. If people saying it's Tyler Perry, he has done this before. Allegedly. He has done this before, and he has been exposed before. And I'm going to find it, and I'm going to put it up. I'm not going to put it up on the community wall. I most probably might put it on a video or something. I don't know. I'll see whether I can put it on a video. If I can't put it on a video, I'll put it on the community wall, because he has a thing. A MO of doing stuff. Okay, and it's no point I'm going on about the industry, because people's been talking about the industry and the elites and stuff for a long time. This is just confirmation that these things are happening. These things are happening in real time. So now everything that people were saying, all Jaguar riots, etc. All what they've been saying, it's all come to a head. But anyways, thank you for coming, everybody. And I hope you have a good Sunday. Please leave a comment underneath the video. And with that, take care. Bye.